With the state of today's economy, it's more important than ever to invest in products that last for years to come. As the seasons shift and get cooler, make sure your closet is stocked with durable layers that stand the test of time from American Giant. American Giant's clothes work harder and are wearable season after season. Their greatest hoodie ever made is made from the highest quality materials that are cut and sewn right here in the United States. So you're investing right back in your local community. Choosing American Giant means taking a stand for American manufacturing and hardworking Americans, something other mega corporations don't care about. From fleece to knit, all in a range of colors for versatile daily wear, American Giant delivers everyday pieces designed for everyday life. Feel the difference of quality, made-to-last clothes from American Giant. Get 20% off your first order with code STAPLE20 at american-giant.com. That's 20% off your first order at american-giant.com with code STAPLE20.
It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Snag some of our biggest savings of the season right now, like 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get yourself free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit before the Black Friday rush. Because everyone loves free stuff, right? Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This episode is brought to you by Sticks and Stones, a new brand that will make sure words will never hurt you. Introducing Rubber Helmet and Glue Machine. Anytime somebody insults you, falsely accuses you, or gives you a backhanded compliment, their words will bounce off of you and stick to them. Your rubber, their glue, problem solved. Check it out at thickskin.com.
Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and with me today is the only man who can roll around in swampy mud and water and smell better, Carl Mandrioli. There he is yet again.
Welcome to the Backpacking Pushers Podcast, brought to you by the undisputed champion of ultralight quilts, Enlightened Equipment. Light your load at enlightenedequipment.com. With me today is a man who embraces confusion, Sarek Dummerville.
That was no comment. Okay, that was. I feel like you went to the bathroom and you're like, I don't know what to do. Oh, let's just switch the two letters around. There's a joke. That's it.
And that's where I do most of my podcast brainstormings in the bathroom. Thanks for
Sarek Dummerville. Nice. Yeah. Wow, that's a superpower right there. Nice job. Yeah. Okay. We had some troll action today.
Yeah, I threw this episode title out as an option in the past, and people are like, yeah, we want to hear all the negative things, critiques, criticisms, corrections that people are sending your way.
We want to feel your pain.
So I thought, yeah, we can humble ourselves and just reveal it all, I guess, right?
Pull back the curtain, guys. This is like Wizard of Oz time right here. Okay, you're gonna see it all.
Not really. We've shared like a couple of these things already. But to be honest, like most of the folks that are part of the B&B community are the best people in the world. So we're not going to get a ton. We're going to get some corrections. We're going to get some weird requests. But a lot of the people that are really like negative aren't people that are kind of checking in frequently. Most of the time, I would say, right?
True. Yeah. I mean, I feel like is it a lot? Would you say like a lot of it's like, hey, you should check this out. Hey, you should go to this website. Have you heard of it? Like they're just like want to give you.
That's not
really true, right? That's what I'm saying. That's like nice stuff, you know.
Yeah. Most of the stuff we get is positive. It's encouragement and
minor corrections.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we'll even get corrections for guests we've had on, where like a guest shares some correct information, and we try to correct it, but. Let's see. I will tease one thing that I haven't shared with you, and that was somebody that is part of the B&B community, I think, is somebody that we've had on the show before, actually, a guest we've had on the show. He said that you look like a semi-famous actor.
There we go.
And it's not very flattering, and I'll reveal that later.
I think I know who you're going to say.
Yeah?
I just want to see if you're right. I think I know.
Well, you can predict later. We'll leave that.
I don't even want to predict. I want to see if I want you to tell me. I want to see if I'm right because I know. Right I know. No. Later. Like I know who I'm thinking of, but I want to see if you.
Okay.
Say that.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of it before. So
yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so we're gonna get to it, and we'll respond. I intend to respond humbly to these things. I will share that. So I sent Derek kind of the list of all the things, and that I've been kind of compiling over the last little while. I didn't share with you the one that was the most aggressive troll. I'll share that at the end. So don't let me forget that one because it's not like officially on the list. So I'll talk about that one.
Okay, wait, aggressive.
Because I got a message back to that troll, folks. I got a message back to him.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note. Aggressive troll comment. Got it.
Like more aggressive than your typical troll, I would say.
Ooh.
Even people that are used to having trolls, and we're not. But
wow.
Bible verse of the episode, Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger.
Yes. Yes.
Do any of these comments and criticisms that we're about to share, did any of them stir up anger in you, or think they'll stir up anger in me, or what's your reaction?
I don't think so. No. I think it's like, I think that stuff, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're doing a podcast about something we have fun with, right? If this was like, I try to empathize in a different way. Like if you were a famous celebrity and you had people just like trashing, like this isn't like personal stuff, right? Like if it was like personal stuff and I'm reading it every day and you're reading like how horrible.
Some of it's personal.
Well, like.
The mean guy's
okay,
personal.
well, you know what I mean? When it gets personal, then it's probably more. But like I think I would like to think that I'd have a tendency to like understand that situation. Like this person has more of an issue if they're going to be willing to jump on here and like rip somebody a new one. You know what I mean? Like that's what the trolls are.
Yeah.
They can't do it face to face, so they do it online, right? So
I think we should get out the kind of the most common ones that we get those out of the way.
Okay.
And I don't even know if I put these on the list either, but in terms of like negative reviews, the most common negative review we get, and the reason why our rating might be lower than we would hope it to be, is because of the Bible verse of the episode. We were just talking about people just they click off once there's a Bible verse, and apparently they're so mad about the Bible verse that they have to take extra time to make a note of that and give us a 1-star review. So that's been the most common one. But I can't speak for Derek, but for me, like my identity is in Jesus more than it's in being a backpacker. So kind of too bad, I guess.
It's really not that big of a deal. It's like, you know, we're trying to give you some positivity in your life. Soak it up. Roll with it.
So, and truth is kind of the more important thing.
Yeah.
So the other one we put out a video. We put out video on our socials, and we'll put out YouTube shorts, and we put out one that wasn't all that impressive, but for whatever reason it took off. And it was our pack weigh-in video before our Banff trip. And that's still getting hits and it's still getting comments. And I titled it like Ridiculous Pack Weights for Pro Backpackers, because at the time we had Justin outdoors with us, and we had Jesse from Backcountry Forward, and I just figured a pro backpacker was somebody who gets paid to go backpacking, and those guys did. So I counted them as pro backpackers. And so we had people that would ask like, what's a pro backpacker? And so I answered that, but the other thing that people got was people were upset with the pack weights. Some people thought that the pack weights were ridiculous, like too heavy, because Justin and Rocky had pack weights that were above 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And some people thought that those pack weights were nothing. That ain't nothing compared to hunters and to military folk. And so some people got upset about that. And I was like, yeah, we're not hunting. We're not going on a military mission. We respect that you guys do that, but that's not what we're doing. So I don't know why we're mad about this. And some people got so mad that I just was like, hey, you're probably mad about something else. So whatever you got going on in your life,
man,
is there something that I can pray for? And to be honest, I got a couple of responses. People are like, yeah, sorry, I have a lot of bad stuff going on. like on YouTube, they're saying that. So those are our top two most common ones. All right, let's dig into some of the ones that we've picked out. Okay. You want to pick one?
Let's see. Okay, let me just start with. It was about the part-time vegans. Referring to part-time vegans. Oh yeah. Is this the type of content I can expect to hear from now on? Because you like to say that I am or was a part-time vegan. Whatever. It's like
we were like poking fun at veganism.
You
like
were.
I don't even know. I wasn't even poking fun at veganism. I was poking fun at you. We kept on using the word vegan, and yeah, one guy who's like frequently commented on our stuff, typically liked what we were doing, but didn't like that.
I think you beat that horse pretty bad though. You know, because I think it had been a while. I was like, I did a vegan challenge. For those of you who don't know, I did a vegan I could call it a prop bet, but like a challenge for like, how can I do this for a year? I win the bet. I now eat like, meat again and fish and stuff like that. But like for a while, Carl would just harass. So you're like a part-time vegan now? You're like a part-time vegan? So like
you felt like I oversaid that.
I didn't care, but I think but you did do it for a considerable amount of time. So maybe you just like did it too much and it got annoying for some
people. I don't know what world you're living in here. Like whatever I did with that is a fraction of the shoulder mentions that you have on this episode, on these podcasts.
But the shoulders are an accurate depiction of you. That's not.
So is part-time vegan of you.
Part-time vegan is
at the time. It's come up like periodically now, but yeah, it was like it wasn't even that much. It was like 4 or 5 times. Shoulders, you're like, how can I work this in every single episode?
I think both of yours are just falsities, though. You know, like the shoulders are true. You know, whereas like,
oh, is it true?
The part-time vegan
Sure
and the sleeping pad, it's just nonsense at this point. You know what I mean?
We have years of Patreon trips, folks. How many breaks have I taken for my shoulders?
Last 3 trips, guys. Last 3 trips, Carl's had to pack off first under 1.5 miles. So just saying. I'm just saying. Okay.
All right. So we talk about meat eating and bringing jerky and all those things, and so it was a pretty strong reaction. I don't think I haven't heard from this guy in a while, so I think that might have turned him off by himself. Strangely, like I've become sensitive to, like, because people that actually are vegan, they want to work it into the conversation every single way possible. So we had Alicia from Terror on our show a few weeks ago, and none of the questions had to do with veganism, but she talked about it a lot. That's just kind of part of the culture. So
well,
that wasn't part of the agenda on that episode. That's just how it came out.
Okay, fair enough.
There you go.
Okay,
but we're not vegans. So
what's your troll comment?
I'm going to put this in the weird requests category. So this is somebody that I've never heard from before. Ronaldo on YouTube says, I'm camping this Friday for the first time. What should I bring? This technically doesn't fall under the category. This isn't like a troll. No. This isn't somebody who's being mean. This is somebody who, we have a lot of these over the years where it took me a while to learn how to even respond to these folks because I couldn't tell if they were regular, part of our community or not. And so, or if they were just trying to use us for our knowledge, not that we have a ton of it, and I just don't always, so I'll typically respond with like, where are you going? Like, just see if they're going to interact, that kind of thing.
Right.
But we've had people just like throw out random requests. And people that we don't know, have never heard from before, kind of demand a lot. And that surprised me. So I don't know like who these types of folks are, but I guess I would never think to just ask somebody for a very time-consuming question had I never built rapport with them before. What about you? Is this weird to you?
Yeah, I'm kind of in your boat on that one. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that one. I think that's just, I don't know. That's...
Maybe if you're feeling more of these questions, I'm going to start forwarding them to you and be like, I don't
know if I even had a response to that one. That's kind of weird.
But think about the question. So what should I bring? Like, basically, please provide me with a thorough gear list of everything I should bring. Not knowing where I'm going camping or anything about this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you answer that? Like, I guess you could send your standard list that you send most of the time to everybody or every time on the trip and just give them that and be like, this is what we usually send out to people. Adjust it as needed for your type of trip. Right? Like if you're going in the mountains.
For the first time, they don't know the type. There's like, it's a lot to unpack there. It's just, I just think it's a weird thing. So I just point that out. This is pretty mild. Not a big deal.
Was mild.
Just kind of mild. Just kind of behind the scenes, like you were saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Next one. What you got?
Okay. So here's a comment that said, if you're this is by Squad Aider. If you're calling Western mountaineering a ripoff, you're talking out of your butt and don't actually hardcore camp.
Well, it's interesting you picked this one because you weren't even in on this episode where we had like
it just stuck out.
It's like the biggest ripoffs in backpacking, and so John Kelly was a guest host, and both John Kelly and I had Western mountaineering on our list. Yeah. So
are you talking out your butt?
Well, what do you think? Well, okay, what's your opinion of Western mountaineering? We're talking $800 sleeping bags or more, maybe $1,000.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of are we glamping at that point? I don't
know. No. These are meant for. I guess what this guy would say is hardcore camping.
What does that mean? Like you're just sleeping under the stars in the middle of nowhere with animals everywhere?
You're sleeping in harsh conditions. It's cold. You want the best quality gear.
I mean, how did the cowboys do it? How did the Indians do it? That's hardcore to me. Not an $800 sleeping bag under the stars.
They're not hardcore. They're not hardcore camping, apparently, because they didn't have Western mountaineering.
Well, no, I think they were, and you're not. So I'm going to go with them.
This is one where I released it. I released that segment as like a YouTube short, and and this was back in January of this year. We're still getting comments about people that are angry about this. I've backpacked in lots of different conditions in lots of different places, all the seasons, And I've never needed a Western Mountaineer bed. I've never needed a $1,000 sleeping bag. So I don't know what the scenario is where I need one. One of the nice things about it is it does have high quality down. It is made in America, but Enlightened Equipment's made in America as well, and they're half the price. So I don't know. I still don't get it, I guess.
You don't have to get it. I mean, people are going to do what they're going to do, but
people really hated that.
I feel like it's for a very specific trip, right? Like, why am I spending that much for one item?
Some people were nice about it. They're like, you will never regret buying this. I'm like, I never want to buy this. I don't have the money to buy that.
Right.
So, yeah, we got a ton of comments on that. That was just like one representative comment. And I don't even know what hardcore camping is. And I guess making judgments about the type of camping and backpacking people have done without really knowing is not a wise decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. The recent one I got, this is from Betsy.
Okay.
Carl. Okay, this is in response to a promo picture I had. I think this is for the Garage Grown Gear episode. This is where like I'm laying on the ground, and I have some gear kind of sprawled about, and it says like yes, yes, no, and I put like the word no next to a bear canister. Carl always hates the bear canister. Keep the bears alive, Carl. All caps. In response to my so that's the comment from Betsy.
Keep the bears alive.
Yeah. When you go all caps with like double exclamation points, I don't think that's in good fun. Would you agree?
That's a little intense. It's a little intense. Yeah. When you go all caps with I mean, I think this is where you can get lost in translation. I think some people are trying to be funny, but in general, it's taken as like, why are you yelling at me? Like, calm down.
Have I killed any bears?
Indirectly.
We've been accused of it, but we haven't killed any bears. I mean, maybe the first bears that we encountered in camp, the very first backpacking trip where I didn't know what I was doing, and there were 3 bears when we arrived. Like, those bears were just taking food left and right. Those bears were already going to die, but I took the scales. But since then, So I don't know if she's joking or not, but
I mean, I feel like we've given a few bears some ulcers maybe with some of the food we had, like unhealthy food choices, but you know.
They haven't taken our food. What are you talking about?
Curiosity killed
bears
the cat.
Bears haven't taken our food.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So my response is like, again, I don't know if she's joking or not, but so for that episode, I said no because Lloyd from Garage Grown Gear introduced like an ultralight bear canister that was like 10 times better than the one in the picture. So I wasn't saying no to bear canisters in general, although I do hate them. And then I'll bring bear canisters if they're required. That's actually feedback, like a critique or criticism we got in our early seasons was I was like, I don't want to bring the bear canisters, even if they're required, because like we know where to camp. And so we got called out on that. And so we changed, at least I changed my tune on that. And then...
But you still don't want to bring them. You still don't want to
I still don't want to bring them, but I'm willing to bring them, except for one place. There's one place they're required that I refuse to bring them, and that's Canyonlands National Park. That's ridiculous.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, do you want to bring them there?
No, of course not.
You're not going to see a bear there. A bear has never entered a camp or taken anybody's food ever. Like they'll tell you that.
Right.
But they require you bring them.
That doesn't make any sense.
The rangers don't even check that you have them when you see them out on the trail.
You seem pretty fired up about that one.
I'm a little angry.
Yeah,
you got me fired up because you went all caps, double exclamation point.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're right. I do hate the bear canister. She's right about that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Next one.
This one, I don't know if I remember this one, but this looks funny. It says, Carl is definitely ignoring Jeff Pelletier's advice on avoiding being stupid ultralight. I think I do remember this. But he's doing it while not even being ultralight. The most popular headlamp is only an ounce. This is Higgler on YouTube. So
Higgler's actually part of the B&B family. So
you're mocking stupid, stupid ultralight, but then you're not even being ultralight with your probably like 3 ounce headlamp. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So the point is that like it's only a few ounces. So just bring that. There's other things that are only a few minutes. So just bring that and bring this and bring that and bring that, and before you know it, now you got pounds worth of stuff, right?
Were you ignoring his advice?
So I picked and. Yeah, you could say that. Sure.
Yes, I was.
But okay, the accusation is that I'm not even being ultralight. I've never been on a trip where I've had anybody with a lighter pack than the ones I've had this past summer. So I'm not saying that they don't exist, but like when you're going on a 4-day backpacking trip and your pack is, and I have a backpacking chair and it's 18 pounds, I feel like it's pretty light. Total pack weight, food, water, everything. I went on the collegiate loop and my pack was sub 15 pounds. Like I took out all the accessories. I think I took out the headlamp on that one too. So I feel like I achieved ultralight. Do you guys know of lighter weight packs than that? I'm not talking base weight. I'm talking total pack weight.
Just no food, no anything. Just go with your t-shirt.
I brought the food. This counts the food weight. This counts the food weight.
Okay, then I think I'm saying you're fine. I'm not the judge though. Apparently,
So you disagree with Higgler? You're saying?
Yeah. Okay. I think you're ultra.
I like Higgler. Higgler's comments are pretty good most of the time. The accusation about avoiding or like ignoring his advice is true for some of the advice for sure. But I did take him up on some of the other advice, like his water filter. I used that, and some other things he suggested. So kind of hit or miss. But
okay. I'm gonna read this one in a voice that I don't know how this person meant it. This is by Ninja's Wifey on Spotify. This is just funny to me, but I'm gonna read it and how I'm hearing it. So, just a wee correction for you. Slack packing is a style of long distance hiking where a support person or vehicle transports a hiker's gear, allowing the hiker to complete a multi-day trail with only a day pack.
Yes.
So that's what slack packing is. That's a correction for you. Or us, apparently. So.
Thank you, Ninja's Wifey on Spotify. So this is a comment that we got on our 36th episode. So I think that's season, like beginning of our second season, and we're wrapping up our 8th season here, folks. So that was like 6 years ago, and the comment was just left within the last month.
No way.
Hey, by the way, 6 years ago, you guys misrepresented slack packing. And so I was like, why are you listening to this episode? And she's like, I'm going back, and I'm from the beginning. I'm starting. And I was like, there's a lot of stuff that's happened since then.
That's so funny.
Like life stuff and backpacking stuff. And then she made another comment on like episode 41. So she'll probably catch up pretty fast if she's burning through them that fast. But I just thought it was hilarious. And I don't even remember what we said. It was like we did an episode on like the trail lingo test. I think it was that episode. Do you know your trail lingo? And
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Anyway, so thank you.
That's
thank
fine.
you.
Wow.
She's probably right. We were probably wrong. So we'll eat it on that one. How about that?
She probably was.
Okay.
Probably was.
Next one I got Nathan G from Wisconsin. Friend of the show, friend of ours. He's been on multiple trips. So he's referring to, like, we did an episode, I don't know if it was the beginning, I think it was the beginning of this year.
I remember this,
The beginning of last year, where you basically critiqued quilts and said you hated quilts.
Yes,
or something. And I was, and Nathan's like, that was very gutsy for Derek to leave criticism of quilts in the episode, despite being sponsored by Enlightened Equipment. So I'm gonna let you respond to that, Derek.
Nathan. Look, that's how we roll, dude. We're gonna say it like it is. We're not gonna cookie sugarcoat it and I'm not gonna pretend I like quilts and sell you guys and promote something that I think is, I'm gonna give it to you straight. And correct. Even though, yes, we were sponsored by them, that doesn't mean we are sponsored by them. That doesn't mean that their products aren't great. That just means, like, I don't prefer a quilt, whereas like so many people prefer a quilt. And if they do, that is a great company to go with. So
it's the best. It's the best one to go with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I echo what Derek said. Like, what people like about our show is, like, we're pretty honest, and sometimes brutally honest, and sometimes honest to the point where we think we're being truthful, but really we're just like not aware of the full scope of things. I think that's what people appreciate about our show. That being said, like, we have a partnership with Enlightened Equipment, but there's no money exchanging hands. Like, we're just partnering with them, and we're just on their website, so we hopefully get more of an audience from their community, and I personally like their product, and I had one of their quilts on the last trip, the Timberline Trail trip. So it's part of my backpacking gear. So that's why we can do that without any sort of issues. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just because we don't prefer something, I mean, there's so much stuff that we talk about gear wise. Not that we're sitting here reviewing all the pieces of gear, but like, you can't like everything all the time, but like, just because I don't like one piece of equipment doesn't mean it's not a good piece of equipment. I mean, it might just mean I don't really prefer that. Like, maybe I'm like, I love my sleeping bag, I don't want to know quilt, but like, there's so many people that are gonna just disagree with me, and that's fine.
We don't probably say this enough, but we might say, like, so here's a piece of gear. I mentioned this in a couple episodes ago. This one right here, the tent stake pusher. Like, I think this is one of the silliest pieces of gear in the world. If this piece of gear brings you joy and makes your experience of pushing stakes into the ground more joyous on the trail, like, go for it. This is just our opinion. So whatever you want to do.
I mean, I don't know if I get that, but I do see the value in it. If, like, maybe have a hard time with that, it's like cold and you hate being cold, and it's, hard ground, and you just want something to help you with, then get it. You know, like,
you can't find a rock, even though rocks are everywhere in the world.
Rocks are everywhere in the world. You don't want to damage your steaks. Maybe you don't want to scratch them. I don't know.
You want mint condition steaks because you're going to sell them PSA 10 on eBay later.
We might mock it, but you can still get it. Honestly, just ignore Carl. It's fine.
That's not what that comment was.
That's
about.
what
that was a comment.
That's how I interpreted it, though. So.
All right, what else you got? Anything else?
Okay, I'm going to go with the Bigfoot one. Just listen to the Derek versus Bigfoot expert episode. Great episode.
Yeah, that came out as a Throwback Thursday like a couple months ago.
The irony of the skepticism coming from Derek about Bigfoot until they can catch a live one and see it in person or on video. In order to believe the guest and find it hard to wrap his mind around it, when a Bible verse is recited every show and don't require the same standards to their own beliefs, obviously Sasquatch believers can't compare. Already, I'm just like, they're going way down the rabbit hole here. Obviously, Sasquatch believers can't compare to the popularity of Christianity. No hate here. I respectfully find that choice interesting. Craigers. Look.
That was well said, by the way, Craig.
It was very well said. I think it's one of those things where you got to discern, like, spiritual faith in Christianity is more of the serious column, and hunting for Sasquatch and wanting to see one in real life is more of the comedic column. Knowing especially that I don't share Carl's belief in Sasquatch, I think that's just me.
You don't know what I believe about Sasquatch.
I know you're passionate, but it's just me calling out his bluff. Like, I want to see it. Let me see it. But does that have anything to do with me? You get it. You get it. But I see your comparison there, but it's, we gotta keep the show entertaining for the people, otherwise we get.
It's not about entertainment. That was Derek being Derek, challenging everything. So I think that's accurate. He's just saying that, like,
there's just so many people that claim things that are just like, how many times have we seen a show about Bigfoot and documentaries and like, I can do it, but they have all of these excuses of why we live in the 21st century, people, like all this, like infrared this and stealth this and all this technology and you can't track a flipping Bigfoot at this point. So yes, I'm going to say something, of course. Now, does that have anything to do with like Christianity and you can't see?
It's the faith concept. He's saying you have faith in something unseen, but you can't have faith that Bigfoot exists because you can't see it. Those two don't go together, is what he's saying.
It's because the thing that with Bigfoot is that bothers me, and that's why I get irked, well, not irked, but that's why I'm going off, is because you have so many people claiming to see it regularly. And, I saw it, but, I know it's smart.
Hey, Craig, you hit a nerve, by the way. Derek's still going. Go ahead, Derek.
I'm going to keep going. I know. We had one guy on the show who's like, well, they know when the cameras are up on the trees and they know how to avoid
that's that episode.
The same one. I know that they might go into a porthole to a different dimension. It's like, they just know. I'm like, how do you know that if you haven't seen one?
Faith is what they would say.
Faith in the Bigfoot.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that faith in the evidence of Christ and faith in the Bigfoot are not the same thing. So I would say that one is way more important than the other. And so,
sure,
like you can have fun with the Bigfoot. Derek can have fun being a skeptic. I can have fun thinking maybe it'd be fun if it, was actually real. But it's not important. It's like for fun. It's not.
It's just silly.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Bigfoots that people believe are here on Earth today, whereas we're talking about Christianity where we know Christ is not walking around. It's like a spiritual thing. Not like, I'm not saying like he's walking around the earth, whereas people are saying Bigfoot's walking around the earth. We just can't find him.
Yeah, I think
he's the greatest hide and seek.
I think, Craig, success with your comment. You wanted to get a reaction out of Derek, and you got it. So
mission accomplished.
Just like Betsy got one out of me. So there you go.
God, they got us, dude. They got us.
They did. It's okay.
I love it, though. I love it.
Let's see, I got, this is in response to me saying that chairs were a luxury item, backpacking chairs, and they were not a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had the person's name on this, but it's Renata. I think this is on YouTube.
Yeah.
I hiked 14 days straight in the mountains of New Mexico to a scouting camp called Philmont. Heard of that, definitely. Well, I know a lot about it. We had to take everything we needed to survive for 14 days, and we all carried chairs.
You know what I loved about this episode was that, like, they saw my point, and that is it was an essential, or you know what I mean? Like they saw,
it's a survival item.
They saw my point.
I don't know how you could hike for 14 days and not have a chair, right? You're just gonna die probably, right?
No, it's an agree to disagree. Like some people, for them and their body type and their physical struggles, need They need it. They can't sit on a log. They're not going to sit on the ground. Maybe they have a sciatica issue. I don't know. But the chair gets them through the trip. I couldn't do the trip without this chair.
I like the chair. I'm just saying if I'm going ultralight, if there's things to cut, like that's an easy thing to cut. And when we
okay, but maybe for them that has to be on their ultralight menu, and maybe their ultralight backpack is going to be 22 pounds instead of like 18 like ours,
which is great. Which is great. Doesn't mean that it's a survival piece of gear though. It's not survival
for them. For them it is. For them it is.
No, it's not. They're going to survive. It might not be as comfortable, but they would survive.
You know what?
And my point also was that when we had people that were struggling on a really hard collegiate loop trail in the summer, we had two dudes bring chairs, and the first opportunity they got to drop gear, that was the first thing out of their pack was a chair.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that's not even from me. It's from two other guys.
Well, that's their back. That's their choice.
Yeah. I disagree that a chair is survival gear. If you think it's survival gear, I don't know that you're going to get a lot of people besides Renata who's in on this.
Maybe it depends on how long the trip is and where you're going. I don't know.
It's not survival. You can say that it like
I don't have to agree with you. That's the best part.
It's like a really important luxury item. That's great.
Look, I didn't bring a chair last time I went on a trip. You want to hear? Is that what you want to hear? Because we had benches everywhere.
Yeah, so I want to hear that, and you survived.
Because we had benches everywhere. Exactly.
Okay. Next one.
Is that me or you? Oh, this is me. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Okay. What about the comment about cutting down trees for firewood?
Okay, you want to explain that one?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't for firewood, first of all, but we went backpacking with another family a couple years ago, and one of the guys took wood out of the forest and strapped it to his pack. He likes odd-shaped pieces of like wood, like down logs, basically. Logs that would go into a campfire. So it looked really funny, him hiking out with like wood strapped to his backpack. So I took a video of it and I posted it, and it went semi-viral on Instagram. And it was just like inviting the negative comments. I probably got 100 negative comments about invasive species and about how he's not allowed to do this and about just everything in the world that you could possibly find wrong with this.
Right.
Nobody ever asked, where is this? What are the rules around this or anything like that? They just made snap judgments. And so it was just like, it was like an invitation for the trolls to come out, basically.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, in that area. So first of all, where he's bringing it to is like not very far from where he lives. So in terms of invasive species, like he just lives right next to that area. Second of all, it's in an area where you're allowed, like they actually want you to go in there and cut down trees for Christmas trees to kind of like thin the forest to prevent forest fires.
Right.
So the Forest Service is asking you to take wood out of that area, but nobody ever asked about that.
That's a good point. Yeah, there's lots of areas like that. My buddy does that in Canada all the time. So
yeah, so people making snap judgments. It's probably people that are not part of the B&B family, but yeah.
They're armchair firewood experts, right?
Correct.
That's the term.
Correct. All right, Charles T. So this is a Patreon member, so this is part of the B&B family. Made a comment. So we had a guy named Craig Adams who does like I don't know what you call it, like the cinematic videography of various areas in the world. And it's silent. There's no dialogue. It's just cinematic. And he makes these videos. We had him on. You weren't in on this episode. This is like back in March, I want to say.
Yeah.
He was talking about like something where he had this encounter with dogs in Nepal where there was just like a lot of wild dogs around. And I was like, oh, I've been to Nepal and I didn't have that experience. Charles was like, do you even watch his videos? Like, how do you not know about these dogs in Nepal? This is like this is like a major plot point in one of his videos.
Right.
So I don't know. I think I said I'll eventually respond to this, but yeah, I don't watch everybody's videos. Like I watched some of the stuff of the people that we have on, but Craig Adams was actually a suggestion by one of our Patreon members. Like, hey, you should have Craig Adams on. So I'm like, I don't even know who this guy is. I checked out a couple of his videos. Cool. Seemed like a nice guy. Had him on the show. He was friendly. Great. But I'm not going to watch all of his videos from his like entire catalog before he comes on. Like that's just not, we don't have time for that.
No,
So
I don't have time for that. Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pulling back the curtain right there.
Let's pull him back the curtain. But now you gotta let's talk about. Did you want to do your aggressive comment now or later?
Okay, I got one more.
You got the aggressive one. Okay.
Not the aggressive one. I got one from somebody who's part of the Patreon family, part of the B&B Bible study, and responding to the Chad Powers idea I had, where I'm gonna like try out for a high school cross country team.
This will be hilarious.
Yeah. So he says, I had a summer intern this past year who's a cross country runner graduating senior. His sustained running pace was 5:25 per mile. I've never been a runner, but I do know that as we age, we lose VO2 max capacity year over year. Good luck trying to match those teenagers.
Wow, there's
What's
a
your
good
response to
vote.
that? How should I respond to that, Derek?
Good vote of confidence.
Yeah, really, exactly.
I'm like, wow, okay. Well, chariots of fire, my friend. Chariots of fire. I think Carl's got it in him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how fast you run, but I imagine you could hang with him. But I think it'd just be a fun experience regardless. Even if you're in the top third of those people, like it would be interesting to see the reaction. If you could get a legit costume and have the coaches in on it.
Yeah, I've already got it. I'll put it on the next time.
Oh, man.
The next episode, I'll show part of the costume.
I'm all about it. I think it'd be great.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think this is a vote of non-confidence here. I don't have to be the fastest guy. You're talking about the top 3 runners are going to be running at that pace on a particular team.
Wait. And this would be for a tryout? Is that my understanding?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to make
then it doesn't matter at all then, because it's all you need to do is have the coach pick you and then not pick certain other people and make it a funny bit where they're upset or
spoiler alert,
cross
country is not a cut sport.
I don't
It's
know.
a non-cut. You're not going to get cut from the team, but I do have to perform well enough to at least look like a plausible runner.
Okay.
And so I think that, like I said, if I drop enough weight, and I train, I guess people aren't all following me on Strava, but for those who follow me on Strava, I'm going to be a mid-packer. I'm not going to be the top runner, but I can hang in the mid-pack.
Okay. All right.
So I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm stinking old, but I can hang in the mid-pack. There's all sorts of runners out there.
We know you're not the best. You don't have to tell us you're not the best.
Well, Eric just said I'm not the best, and doesn't even think that I could even be in the realm of the best.
Eric, I got this, dude. I got this. I'll remind him he's not the best. I got it for you, dude. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I got it.
I guess my response is thanks a lot, Eric. Thanks a lot. No faith in me.
Eric, let's watch him suffer together. Let's just watch it. Let's just see what happens. That'd be great. All right. Let's get the aggressive
I'll probably
comment.
pull a hamstring, and he'll probably be right.
He probably will.
Okay, so the last one we got
Yeah.
is from a guy. So he left a review probably about a year ago, 1-star review. He was a fan of yours. So I think you should be offended by this too. If he's really a fan of yours, Derek, I don't know, why would he punish you with a 1-star, punish our show with a 1-star review?
I think I remember. You've read this to me before, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm not going to read the review. I'm just going to tell you about it because, it was pretty long. But basically, he was not a fan of mine. He made accusations of all sorts of things. And I think the meanest one was that something along the lines of that my students probably hate me as a teacher. Obviously not related to the show at all, just kind of thrown out accusations. And so he took the time to put a review out there. At the time, I was like, hey, we were rewarding reviews with care packages of gear. And so I was like, you know what? You left a 1-star review, but I just said leave a review at this point. So you want to reach out, you want to give me your address, I'll send you some gear anyway. So I was trying to extend the olive branch, I guess, right?
You took the high road.
I
You
tried,
definitely took the high road. It was,
and so then I emailed him and I went point by point with his accusations, and he kind of came around a little bit and was like, okay, I can kind of see your points on these things. But then he made another accusation, I don't want to give you my address because you're probably going to put a stink bomb in it. And I was like, okay, I'm just trying to be nice. And so he eventually gave me the address. I sent him a care package. I didn't hear back from him for a while. And then I guested on the Backpacking podcast, and they do the live shows. So he I guess is a fan of that podcast, and he calls right in. Or doesn't call right in. He leaves a comment, and then John Kelly out with it, super negative comment, just bashing me. So my attempt at extending an olive branch apparently failed. So
did not work.
I tried. Yeah. So my message to him is similar message to what I was sending to other people. Whatever you got going on in your life, I don't know why, I don't know what I've done to cause so much anger or hatred if you got personal things going on, but if there's something I can pray for, I'm happy to. I think if you're still listening to the show, you probably know who you are. And so feel free to reach out. Feel free to join our B&B Bible study. We meet monthly now on typically the first Thursday of every month. So please reach out. Happy to have you. I don't know what's causing all this anger, but we have the best intentions, and we're just trying to have a fun time. Yeah,
I think it was just one of those things where it's it caught me off guard. It was just so over the line, I think, when you get that deep and personal with somebody. If he had it sounded like he had a serious issue with you. If you have a serious issue with somebody to that degree, I mean, and you feel like you have to say something, then I would not take it to a public forum to do that. I would try to email us or Try to do it like in a private manner, like, reach out. I don't think we'd have a problem with that as much, but like when you're exposing somebody and just like railing them, I think for no reason, it's
like kind of how
it's just it's over the line. So I just thought it was appropriate.
Typically trolls are just like they're just like boop and then done. I guess some might hang around, but yeah, this guy. And then he ended up leaving like another comment like on Spotify and just another negative one like months after that. So it was just like, kind of like over the course of maybe like a year and a half, just a lot. So I don't know what's going on in this guy's life, but I feel bad for him.
Yeah,
so.
Likewise. Yeah.
All right, that was a lot of
poo-poo on that, but now we got something fun. We have troll trivia coming up right after this.
You know that feeling when you're out on the trail and something goes sideways, a strap breaks, gear jams up, and you realize you can handle it? That's capability, and that's what Case knives are all about. Case has been building knives the right way for over 100 years, right out of Bradford, Pennsylvania, and they've literally made history. These knives have been to the moon, helped win wars, and spent plenty of weekends in the backcountry. When you carry a Case knife, you're carrying more than a blade. You're carrying confidence, that I got this mindset that turns obstacles into stepping stones. And hey, a Case knife makes the perfect gift for the handy person or adventurer in your life. So make the season a cut above the rest. Unwrap a classic and give the gift of capability with Case knives. Find your perfect knife at caseknives.com.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Big news! The sale of the season is here. It's Wayfair's Black Friday sale, and it's on now. Right now, get up to 80% off everything home and everything you need for the season ahead. Save on quality furniture for every room in the house. Essentials for the guest room, whether it's new bedding or a new mattress. Kitchen and dining must-haves for all your hosting needs. And seasonal home finds like throw pillows and decor. Or favorites that you'll use all year long. And with amazing doorbuster deals from November 27th through December 2nd, you can shop the things you love at even lower prices at Wayfair. Plus, you can sit back and relax with Wayfair's fast and easy shipping. Everything home comes straight to your home. And the best part, free delivery just in time for the holidays. This Black Friday, Wayfair deals are bigger and better than ever. There's no place like home for the holidays. And no place like Wayfair for Black Friday savings. So don't wait. Black Friday ends soon. Shop Wayfair's Black Friday sale now and save up to 80% off at wayfair.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Did you know you can save up to 70% on the best brands just by shopping at FromRebel.com? We're talking about strollers, car seats, high chairs, espresso machines, cookware, everything you need for way less. Here's how it works. Every single day, Rebel drops thousands of new products on the site for up to 70% off. It is a constant stream of endless deals from top brands like UPPAbaby, Nuna, Baby Bjorn, Breville, Nespresso, KitchenAid, Le Creuset, and more. But you have to act fast because every deal is one of a kind. So if you see something you love, make sure you add to cart fast. So stop paying full price when you don't have to. Whether it's baby gear, kitchen upgrades, or a treasure for your home you didn't know you needed, Rebel has it for way less, up to 70% less. Shop from Rebel.com and save big.
All right, Troll Trivia, the Derek's got, is brought to you by Magnet Designs. Handmade to order in Bend, Oregon, Magnet Designs gives you the most vetted backpacking products with the smallest environmental footprint. Through hiker design, tested, built, and owned, check out the Alpha 90 hoodie, their best-selling product using Polar Tech Alpha Direct Fabric. It's ultralight, compressible, hydrophobic, breathable, quick-drying, and just 4.5 ounces. Google Magnet Designs for the best backpacking gear. We love Magnet Designs. Derek, what you got?
We got Troll Trivia. I really feel like you're going to pass this one, though. So I had to do it last minute. But you know what? We'll see what happens here. You surprised us all many times before and failed. Okay, we'll start easy. Number one, the term troll came from what sport or activity? Was it?
How would I know?
I figured you knew about trolls.
Okay, bridge crossings. Go ahead.
What activity or sport, whatever you want to call it, was it farming? Was it fishing? Was it hunting? Or was it Irish stone cutting?
I'm going to go with fishing.
That is correct, my friend.
Yes.
That is correct. Number 2. Trolls originated in Scandinavia, Norse mythology.
Wow.
What was the land of giants/trolls called? Was it called Midgard, Helheim, Niflheim, or Jotunheim?
Did you say Jotunheim?
Jotunheim.
Did you make up any of these?
None of these are made up.
What?
These are all actual places in Norse mythology.
I got to brush up on my Scandinavian history, apparently.
Come on, dude.
What do you mean, come on? Would you know the answer to this?
I know the answer to this. Yes,
I know because you made the trivia question. If I asked this of you and you didn't like research trolls, would you know the answer?
I think B&B, I'm going to guess that like 70+% of you know this answer.
Really?
For sure, yes.
Okay. Then if that's true, then I stand corrected.
It's a land of trolls/giants.
So Midgard was the first one?
Midgard, Niflheim, Helheim, Jotunheim.
I'll go Midgard.
It is it is not Midgard. Jotunheim, land of the giants. Land of the giants.
Yeah, duh, Carl.
/trolls. It was all
right, folks. Did you know that? Please respond that you knew that and that it's like common knowledge, so you can put me in my place.
Tell Carl that it was also in the movie Thor, Jotunheim, ice giants. Don't worry about it.
I don't watch mythology. Okay.
You didn't watch Thor? You didn't watch Thor?
There's like 7 Thors, isn't there?
Oh my gosh. People, help me out here.
Dude,
help him.
They are oversaturating the market. Marvel's like out of control, so no.
Can we help Carl help himself, guys, please? Okay, number 3.
Go ahead.
Tell me one of the powers, the magical powers that trolls possess.
Okay.
Is it the ability to change shapes? Is it the ability to fly? Is it the ability to read minds? Or is it the ability to disappear on cue?
Dude, none of those. I'll go with disappear. I have no idea.
No, they can shapeshift, dude. They can shapeshift. Everybody knows that. That was an easy one. He failed the easiest trivia of the year. Oh my god. I give up. I don't know what to do.
The third one, I don't know troll stuff, but I probably should have known, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that like they got turned to stone in The Hobbit, and then they like hide under bridges. That's all I really know about them.
Look at next trivia we do. I'm just gonna hold up a picture of a dog or a cat, and you just tell me what the animal is. That's
Are you serious? That'd be amazing.
I don't know. Yeah. Just tell me if you can.
You're not gonna do that. You're gonna forget.
Let me write that down.
Okay.
If that's what it takes to get you to pass.
We had a guest on last year named Vince Strawbridge. He's the guy that brought his family, and they did like all the long trails and. His kids can hike like 75 miles a day. I don't know. It's a crazy story. Interesting guy. I actually want to have him back on. I'm gonna invite him back on. Maybe he'll be a guest host again. But he periodically comments on the things we put out on the socials. And one of the ones we put out with like where we have kind of like a snippet of our podcast where you were talking, he said that you look like somebody famous. And you want to guess?
I'm gonna write. Well, I know who it is. I know who I think it is, but I'm not.
You can just say it. I'm not changing.
No. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to like. Because I'm not gonna.
Just say it.
No. Tell me who it is. I'll write it down. I'm gonna write it down.
Okay. And you're gonna hold it up to the screen afterwards.
Yeah.
Is this somebody that you're excited to be associated with?
Well, then maybe I shouldn't say who I think it is because then everybody will associate me with that person.
I don't know. It's too late. So here we go. Ready?
No, it's not too late. I'm not gonna say it if it's wrong. If you don't say the name...
No, you're going to ruin it for everybody. That's horrible.
If you don't say the name that I'm writing down, I won't reveal it.
Yes, you will. Come on, that's lame.
No, I won't do it.
Dude, don't be lame. All right, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
He said that you looked like William H. Macy.
William H. Macy.
Derek had it. I guess he's been called that before. Is that right?
Oh, many times, yeah. It's been that. It's been Kramer a couple times, probably when I had wild hair. And then I actually got 2 guys in India who thought I looked like Thor. So I'll take that. I'll take Thor.
Yeah, Thor's more
super accurate.
They got that with the lack of muscularity you have, but
I think it's the tall, blonde, good-looking situation going on. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean,
that's probably what it is.
You know what I mean?
That's probably what it is. That, my friends, all I got.
That's all I got, guys. Thank you for a fabulous time diving into Trolls Land. Carl clearly needs to do some homework. We can do a trivia where he just like looks at pictures. I still think he's going to fail.
I love it.
I still think you're going to fail. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
I
Please.
still think he's going to fail. That's my prediction. We will see you next time on the B&B. There's another little Scandinavian place. It's the place where Carl finds all of his jokes and tells Scandinavian children about his puns and jokes, and that place is called Lameheim. Lameheim.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.